Hello everyone, I am Goldie Teng, and today we are going to have our group discussion on the economics of immigration and labor mobility. So before we start our discussion, let us have a self-introduction.
Hi, my name is Behruz.
Hi, my name is ZHAOYI.
Hi, my name is SUDAIS HAFIZH.
Okay, let us move to our introduction first.
So, what is immigration and labor mobility? What do you think, guys?
I think it's a worker come to another country and they work in the country, a new country, and they stay there.
Yeah, that's right. In this topic, we're gonna discuss for 5 subtopics.
Let us have a look at the labor mobility first.
Yeah, as Li Teng said, labor mobility is kind of move of laborers between economy and between different economies. And there are two actually types of labor mobility: geographic and occupational. What do you think, guys? What is the difference between them?
I think geographical labor mobility is like a worker move to another place to work.
Yeah, exactly. Keeping the same job. Yeah. And what about occupational one?
It's like they change their job, right?
Yeah, when the worker change its job from one to another, like for example, mechanic becomes a pilot. Yeah.
What is the effects of the labor mobility?
First of all, an increase in labor force can lead to lower wages. Yeah, it's naturally that when there is the supply of labor increases, the wage rate decreases. Yeah.
Yes, but I think there's another effect, which is they will lead to higher unemployment of local. Yes.
Yes, especially for the unskilled workers.
Yeah.
Okay, let us move to the first subtopic, which is economic contribution of immigrants to host countries. So what do you think if the workers from the other country they come to Malaysia, what will happen to Malaysia?
I think immigrants often feel labor shortages, and such as agriculture, construction, and healthcare. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and also their consumption increases demand for goods and services, leading to more jobs. So it's not just about labor supply; it's also about economic simulation.
Yeah, for the GDP, right? Country will become better because if there is more people come to the country to work, then the tax revenue of the government will increase also. So the government have the money to develop the country, and the country will become better and better. Good.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move to the second subtopic, which is the impact of immigration on wages and employment.
So, their actual impact depends on several factors, such as the skills level of immigrations, the sectors or industry they work in, the flexibility of the labor market, and how complementary or substitutable they are to native worker. So, guys, what do you think about this?
I think this is a controversial area. So when immigrants have complementary skills, they tend to raise overall productivity and may even increase wages for natives. But when they have similar skills, especially in low wages jobs, it can increase competition.
Yeah.
I think in the long run, the economy adapts. Like immigrants spend more money, businesses expand, and that can create more jobs. So the long-term impact is usually positive if managed properly, actually.
Yes.
So there are two impact, positive and negative, right?
Yes. We have to all consider about.
Sure.
We will move to the third subtopic, which is the brain drain and its effects on origins countries.
What do you think, guys? What is like brain drain overall?
I think the professional of the country decreases.
Yeah, when the like high-skilled people of country moves to other countries, especially in the social services, for example, in healthcare, when the doctors in developing nations move to developed part of the world for better job opportunities, like high payment, high living standards, and something like this. Yeah. But there are effects and causes of brain drain is significant.
Yes. It is often caused by lack of opportunities, poor wages, and maybe some political instabilities. But it's not all negative for us. So sometimes immigrants send remittances or return with new skills to their host countries.
Yeah, but brain drain, anyways, like can really hurt the origin country's economy by reducing its human capital, which is kind of the important part of production.
Yes.
And to reduce brain drain, government can invest in better infrastructure, often higher wage, and improve healthcare and housing. This change can persuade people to stay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next, we will move to the fourth subtopic, which is policy responses to migration flows.
Ideally, policies should balance economic needs with social integration, and that includes like providing language training, legal support, and protection of workers' rights.
Yes, and some countries are introducing more flexible visa policies, especially for those high-skilled workers. Like Canada's point-based systems prioritize educated, experienced immigrants.
The border enforcement for the country is very important to manage the illegal immigrations, to prevent the issues for like criminals or health issues.
Yeah.
The last subtopic, which is immigration and demographic change. So before this, we are discussing like more to economic changes, right? from the immigrations. And actually, it also brings demographic change, which means like change in population size, age structure, birth and death rates, ethnic composition, something like that. Okay. So what do you think? Looking at my slides here.
I think immigration help with population growth, especially in countries with low birth rate. Like example, Japan has started allowing more foreign workers to offset its again populations.
Yeah, you're right. In the history, Japan actually has restrictive system. Next, let us have a look at the age structure. So, actually nowadays many countries are facing aging issue. So, do you know what is aging issue?
Yeah, maybe the workers here is more than 65 years old, and there's not younger workers to contribute to their economics.
Yeah, you are right. Aging issue means that the proportion of the 65 years old elderly people or more than 65 years old people in a country is increasing. So it means that the people that can work for the country becomes less and lesser. So like we can see here, the younger immigrants help sustain pension systems and healthcare services because when someone in a country, if their citizens can work, means there is an inflow to a country. And while the government needs to pay for the pensions for the elderly, which is the outflow, when there's an inflow and outflow, it will become balanced.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, next for the fertility rates. Do you know what is fertility rates?
It's like average number of children a woman is expected to have in her lifetime based on the current birth rates.
Yeah. So when some immigrants
Yeah.
from high fertility norms, they will increase the fertility rates of country like, okay? It's like French.
Yeah, definitely we should not forget about this fertility rates.
Yes.
Okay, we'll see cultural and ethnic diversity. So visions, it will introduce new ethnic groups, languages, religions, and cultural practices into a society. And over time, it will reshape the society's social fabric of the nations. And also, it will foster innovation and entrepreneurship. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Next, we'll have a look at this diagram. This diagram is from United States demographic projections, and it shows the population growth rates and contributing factors. So can you see what happened between 2024 and 2023?
The birth death rate has lower, and
Yeah.
the net immigration is
Decreased
lower.
also.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's actually the immigration rates and the birth death rates is positive relationship.
Yeah.
Okay, we will move to our conclusion of our topic today.
I will make a conclusion about us. For the immigrants' effects, it's more than just the economy. For what we discussed, it also changed communities and societies, right?
Yes.
Yeah. And people moving across countries, what they bring not only extra labor, but also new skills and new cultures and new ideas. Many countries rely on immigrants to fill important jobs and support the economy, but it also brings challenges like job competition, the lower wages, and the need for fair treatment. So the countries, they have to make more policies, and for those issues, they have to may lose talent, but they gain remittances and experience in return. That's why smart policies are needed. In today's world, with aging populations and labor shortages, immigration isn't just helpful, it's necessary for us.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it brings positive and negative effects for us, right? So we have to.
Implement policies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all for our group discussion. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.